If underpainting is entirely too big of a change for you to make, I understand. Maybe you're holding out and you're like, I don't think I can do all that blending. So today we're gonna do one side the traditional way and one side with underpainting and see if it really makes that much of a difference. So over here, I'm gonna put foundation on just like a traditional makeup look would do, where we go in and add highlight over that. Just blend this in a little bit. And then on the other side, we're gonna do underpainting. So let's start with our concealer. See if we can remember some of the spots from the filtered look that I did the other day. That was really, really fun. I loved it. I think it was right here, maybe a little right here. Yeah, there was a chin highlight, and then pretty low right here. Was there a highlight on the lip? I can't remember, but we're gonna stop there. And then I'll use the contour color. Gotta wipe it all off first because it's just very strong. And then I think we had, I think it was like a little line here and a longer line here. Right down the nose. We did the eye, and then the little jog here, a little bit here, and then this came all the way to the mouth. We went around the lips, under the eye. Okay, I think that's it. Let's check the filter and see. Okay, here's the filter. I think I got it all. The placement is a tiny bit off, but we're really close. We needed to add a little bit on the lips and then add the blush. All right, so we're gonna blend this out and then we're gonna try to get this to match, but by doing it the traditional way with layers on top of layers. So let's start blending. Using a smaller brush to get into these highlights without disturbing the contour. All right, now we'll go into the contour. Gotta trust that process. I know it feels like a giant mistake. We just keep blending. I know it looks like way too much, but you saw the results last time and I didn't take anything off. All right, I'm gonna clean off my brush a little bit before I do the blush color. All right, now that it is basically blended, I'll go in with the Siren brush. You could just use a larger face brush and do this. Just something that has a little bit more width to it to kind of meld everything together. Don't mix your powders and your creams in your brushes though. Okay, so there's actually no foundation on this side. It was just the concealer and the bronzer. So we're gonna try to get this side to look similar. We'll go in with the concealer first and do it kind of in the same places. I'll need a little bit less of the product because we already have foundation on. I think we had some here. here, here. Where else? What am I missing? Let's check the filter. We needed some on the chin. And there was a little bit above. I think I actually forgot that over here. Let's give that just a tiny bit of a boost. It was kind of on the top side of the contour and the bottom side. All right, so let's go in and blend this out on top, again, on top of the foundation. All right, so that is going to be one layer on. We got our highlight done. Now let's go in and put the concealer on top. All right, and here we go. The blending does seem a lot easier. Definitely less time consuming. But let's see if the payoff is as rich. Let me get in with a smaller brush. Okay, I went in and added the blush to my lips and cheeks. All right, and what do we think? This side over here or this side over here? Did we lose anything by doing the foundation first? Honestly, I think this side looks better. This side looks just a little more choppy, where I have a little bit more of a smooth finish over here, and it went faster. So I think I'm gonna keep doing foundation first, but it is good to know that underpainting is an option. When I underpaint, generally I put foundation on anyway. It's just since I started using that filter effect of contouring in a different way that I've been skipping it. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, if you like one side or the other better.